The University of St. Francis, in the midst of the gauntlet, beat number 20 ranked Concordia University of Ann Arbor by outscoring the Cardinals 20-0 in the fourth quarter, en route to the 35-18 win this past Saturday at Bishop Darcy Stadium. It's the Cougars' fourth straight win against a top 25 opponent. During that run, USF has outscored its opponents 41-6 in the final frame.
We did. You got to win the fourth quarter. Great teams have to do that because you're going to get in some battles, and we obviously had one. Concordia is an outstanding football team. Maybe the best running back we'll go up against all year. Outstanding defense. It was a hard-fought battle. We had to have some guys in the second unit step up, get it done. Defense dominated there in the second half. Cowherd with the big hit that caused a fumble, and RJ picks it up and scores. And then Jay Green busted one on a short yardage situation for 25-30 yards for the final score. But it was a great team win. A lot of elements into it, and we got to build from it. We got to keep getting better, and we want to get healthy. I think we're getting there, but we got to have the next man up ready to go.
Which should have the USF talented receiving corps chomping at the bit. This past Saturday was the first time this season that neither Rocky James or Dan Rixey finished in the top 3 receiving. And quarterback Nick Ferrer had his streak of 31 straight games with a passing touchdown stopped.
Well, Nick's the kind of guy that, I'm sure he wasn't happy about it, but, he's going to get through it and get ready to go to the next game. We dropped a couple touchdown catches in the end zone, and, it happens. We just can't let it happen again.
And running back Justin Green took it upon himself to be ready for Game 1 of the season, to be there for his quarterback. Now with the Cougars 6-0 on the season, Greeny's all over the NAIA top 10 rankings, including number 2 in scoring, number 5 in all-purpose yards, and number 7 in total rushing. Justin Green equals the complete package.
Yeah, well, I told him I wanted him to be ready in September, just not December this year. He said he's always been known to procrastinate, but he picked it up and he came in great shape, and he's had a great season. I'm assuming he's going to be a 1,000-yard rusher, pretty close to it right now, probably. But Jay's a great kid. He's having a great season. Conference player of the week, and of course we had one on special teams and one on defense. Both ended up national player of the week. So Gardner with 3 field goals, kicked the ball well, kicked it off in the end zone well. Of course, Dunton all over the field with 17 tackles. So, we had some outstanding performances in a big ball game, and that's what we got to have.
USF swept the MSFA Mideast Weekly Honors, and for the first time in the program's history, 2 USF players in linebacker Eric Dunton and kicker Gavin Gardner were both named NAIA Players of the Week. Certainly, all were great performances. But at the conclusion of Saturday's game, Twitter was blowing up over one play, Spencer Cowherd's big hit.
Yippee-ki-yay, baby. Yeah, got a defensive score. Spencer is a guy that's a winner. I mean, he just finds a way to overcome adverse circumstances. Tough kid. He's always ready to play. He's a team guy. As I said earlier, making a big hit and causing the fumble that was a scoop and score. So that really turned the tone of the game there in the fourth quarter.
So, you never know when something like that is going to happen, but, when you see the opportunity, you definitely want to seize it. And, I'm doing my job just like everybody else on the defense at that time. And really, that play could have been made by anybody on defense. But, I'm doing my job. I see an opportunity to make a play. A route crossing backside, opened up. The quarterback hit him, and I had a free shot on him. You love those. So, I had to make them pay for it, and next thing you know, the ball's out, and RJ, you got the caravan, and they're going to the touchdown, the crowd's going nuts. I mean, the moment was euphoric, and the crowd, the team reaction, I mean, it just lifted the whole stadium, man. So, after the hit and the touchdown, you got a big play on special teams, And then you got, you know, a big play on offense, and, you know, they're starting to bust us up because it's time to leave, you know, we can put them away. So,
a dominating way to finish the game. One of the reasons Spencer loves this program.
It's Cougar football, and that's what we come out. We try to play Cougar football every week. Adversity, we fought through it, and we came together as a team and got the W. So it was a great win for us. You can't really control everything. All you can control is your effort, like Coach D says. Your effort, your you know, attention to detail. So, you know, you keep your mind on the right things, and you trust the process, trust the coaches. You find yourself in a good position. And that's something I've learned definitely over the years. You know, as a younger guy, didn't know, you know, when I'd be stepping on the field. And then before you know it, I was on the field and I was there to stay. So, and I was able to make an impact. So, you know, some of these younger guys that might have a smaller role in the team right now, and they might not think that, hey, you know, I'm not really doing much, but you actually are doing much. And one day, sooner than you think, you could be having a big impact on this football team. So you got to trust in it, believe in it, and, you know, give it your all every day. So you got to attack it. You know, you want to add value to where you work at. You know, you want to add value to those around you. And, you know, every week Coach D's harping about, you know, different things to build up character. And I love it, you know, because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about being the best person you can be, you know, for those around you, and making others better. So, you know, I always try to, you know, instill a little bit of that into my group. You know, hey, you know, we're gonna go out here today, we're gonna get better. We gotta keep working, you know, because, you know, it's bigger than football. It's bigger than just football. So, you know, definitely try to just be my best, encourage others to do the same.
That encouragement permeates throughout the team and helped fellow linebacker Eric Dunton win the NAIA Weekly Honor. Before Dunton, Cowherd was the last USF player to be awarded the honor after his performance at Marion during his sophomore season.
Yeah, it's great to see him get awarded that, man. He definitely deserves it, man. That's a guy I've seen put in a lot of work. I've worked out with him myself before, and the guy is a workaholic. I mean, he wants it bad, and he plays with that intensity and that fire, and I love playing with guys like that. So Dunn definitely deserves all of it, and, you know, I'm excited to see what he's going to put together for the rest of the season, and, you know, how, you know, I'm just excited to get out there on the field and hunt with him. You know, we go out there and we hunt together, and that's just how it is, you know. So, you know, any week, you know, it could be big plays being made by anybody on the defense, and it's a great thing about it. But this week, Dunn is just, I mean, every week Dunn's on top of it. So, you know, love having a guy like that on my team.
And the Cougar faithful loved Spencer's performance in last year's national championship, as he was laying big hits throughout the game. But was last Saturday his best hit ever?
I mean, I like the national championship hit because of the moment. On the screen pass in the championship game, I mean, I caught a clean shot on him, and he felt it. You know, when you look back and the ball carrier hasn't got up yet, that he's feeling it, and it just makes you feel a little, you know, kind of good, you know. And like I was telling you earlier, that this hit, you know, the touchdown afterward, the scoop and score, it just really sealed the deal for it. I think the moment in itself and the reaction of the fans and just how it just, you know, lifted the house. I think this could be my favorite one, but I think I got a better one coming here soon.
And when Spencer talks, it's time to pay attention. Like 2 years ago when he told me and Cougar Nation that St. Francis was going to travel to Indianapolis and beat number 6 Marion.
So I think we'll play hard, and I think it'll be a very interesting ball game, but the Cougars will come out on top.
He got his first pick 6 of his career in that game, then did it again at Robert Morris 3 weeks later.
The Marion one had to mean Robert Morris interception touchdown was a long one, but the Marion one was so sweet because it just kind of turned the tide of the game. And, you know, I've been really trying to, you know, stay on top of film, and because I want to get my hands back on the ball and get back in the end zone. But, you know, I know, you know, a big play is coming, and you can't really rush it. You know, you can't really think about it too much. You do your job and things play out. So, yeah, the Marion interception for a touchdown was definitely my favorite, and I'm hoping to get back in the end zone here soon, you know.
The big plays are great and are a result from mastering assignments on the field. Spencer looks forward to the final 4 regular season games of his career and what's in store for the Cougs. So be ready.
That's the big thing for me, enjoying every moment, trying not to put too much pressure on myself. Of course I want to perform at the highest level that I can. I think this team is in a great position. Like you said, we couldn't ask for a better start to the season. We're at the position now where we need everybody on board and everybody ready to step up when their number's called. You never know what's going to happen, and I think last week is a testament to the fact that we're going to do whatever it takes to get the job done with the players that we have on hand. You know what I mean? So I don't think it's necessarily a, hey, you got Rocky going down, what's going to happen? Nick goes down, what's going to? I think it's a Cougars. The Cougars are going to do whatever they have to do to get this W. And that's what I love about this. So, I'm excited about, the rest of the season. We're not going to look past anybody. We're going to take it a game at a time. But, we're hungry to get back to Daytona. And that's just plain and simple. And we know that it's not going to be easy. But we're prepared and we work hard for this. And I'm trying to go out on top. Last year, I want to go out champion.
And the next assignment is on the road in Adrian, Michigan to take on Siena Heights, winners of 4 straight with a really good defense and run game. Wait a minute, sounds a lot like Concordia. Are the Saints as good as the Cardinals?
Yes, they are. This is probably the best defense we'll face all season long. They're strong in the defensive line. They got guys. They're not much of a blitz team. They'll get some edge pressure. But they have 4 horses at the defensive line. Best secondary we'll probably see. You got a guy who will probably get drafted. They've got athletes. They challenge you man to man. So a lot of one-on-one battles. Offensively, they're conservative. They're right up there with us in turnover margin. They haven't turned it over. So they play within themselves. They are a good football team. How they lost early, I do not know. But this is kind of the gauntlet, that I was expecting with St. X, Marion, Concordia, and Siena Heights. So we got to finish it. It's going to be a tough task. They're an outstanding football team. Got a lot of respect for them. They're well coached, and they have athletes. I've got them in the top 20. I have, but if only one Raider votes for them, they don't count the vote. So hopefully I can convince someone else, but I hope it's not this week.
Hopefully not. In the magical season that was 2016 for the Cougars, USF was in a dogfight with SHU and needed a Ryan Nix field goal on the road in 20-mile-an-hour winds with only 2 minutes and 26 seconds left to play in the game to pull off the 24-22 victory.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those opponents that you can't overlook. We've had some tough games with them that I've experienced the last couple of years. I don't think they're on our level, but at the same time, I think they're definitely worthy of a dedicated week of preparation. You know what I mean? And just as any team is in this league, so. We're going to go in there like it's another week and take care of business. We're going to break down these scouting reports here in a few minutes, and we're going to attack them and play Cougar football, and we'll come out on top.